So that should be good. Okay. So let's see here. Yep, they should be able to hear us just fine now. Ooh, yeah. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a whatchamacallit, noise reduction, because otherwise it's going to be really loud. Filter. Normally all this happens. Noise suppression. Add. Good quality. Close. All right, so let's see. Guys, can you hear us all right? Chat, tell us if you can hear us or not. Johnny, say something.
Howdy, boys. What's shaking?
Yep, it sounds like they can hear us. All right, perfect. So we have this here, and I'm gonna have to switch it over. All right, so camera's up there. Yeah, guys, thank you for joining us. Thanks for the stream. Today, Jon and I are going to be doing a bit of a drip and drown, as we called it. Looking at some of your viewer submitted airsoft kits. And yeah, we're going to be looking at them from the standpoint of trying to be like constructive wherever we can, but also, you know, funny. And some of you submitted kits and asked us to roast them, so we're
Buckle
gonna
up. Buckle up.
yeah. It's definitely new. Definitely a new format for us. Like, we've never done anything quite like this before, especially not live. But you know what? That's what we're gonna do. That's the way she goes. Yeah, exactly right. So I'm gonna switch my camera over, and so we are gonna do a recording of this video, and I'm gonna edit stuff too. So yeah, they get the live version, but the edit is gonna be pretty similar for those who couldn't join. So here we go. Switch over to live view. Source.
Dude, you're a wizard.
All right, so you guys should be able to hear us now. All right, so yep, sound is gone, sound is back. Should be back now. Perfect. All right, so guys, with no further ado, we are going to start looking at some images together. So the first one I'm going to bring up. I'm just going to bring it up on the screen now here. So
I already dig it.
Yep.
I dig it.
Should be coming up any second now. Let me just, there we go. Let's see here. So we have a picture. I don't know why it's not the right picture that you guys are seeing.
Oh, is that what I think it is? Is that a little AK action going on?
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, mama, we're starting off strong today, boys.
I don't know why this is not showing up correctly on the stream. Just see here. No, it's no wanted. Okay. So now it's showing up full size, which again is not what I wanted either. Whoops. Okay, we're gonna stop doing that. And we're gonna do this again. Sorry guys, this is a little bit of a dysfunction here.
It's our first rodeo.
First rodeo, exactly. So you have to forgive us. So capturing this, photos. Okay. All right, so you guys should be able to see this. This photo was submitted by our German friend Ambo. So he's got two photos, this one and the one that was stuck on the screen previously. So this is, as far as I'm understanding, this is the kit that Ambo actually wore to Border War.
Okay.
So I'm doing a podcast with him this weekend talking about his experiences doing recon at Border War. So this is his recon setup. So I'm not sure. Do you know offhand what camo pattern that is? I'm gonna try and make it a little bit bigger here.
I think it's like that pencott stuff, or it's like maybe
pencott. I think so. He's talked about green zone before.
Yeah, it's probably something off that line.
Yeah.
I like the chest rig. I like the radio setup that he has going on.
Yep, for sure. What do you like about it?
It's tucked away. It's set, and it's straight. No need for hiccups or anything that when he's playing.
Yeah.
I guess that red thing there on his right shoulder is dead rag, or
almost certainly. Yeah. Because I think you pull it out and you like tuck it to your helmet or whatever. It's like one of these that I have here.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Same sort of deal. Yeah.
Immediately, the thing that I like the most about it is the scream, baby.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Look at that mop.
Yeah, it's true.
I love it.
And it definitely breaks up the silhouette. There's no question, right?
I think it's an excellent idea that he has done up some scrim on his but on his chest rig as well. I think that's pretty stellar, and it looks to be fabric, which is even better.
I think he's talked about like using those like fabric leaves and stuff too on some of his camo before. Yeah.
That stuff does well.
Yeah. And so I mean it's a pretty good looking kit. I don't know what this red thing is here on the side there. Probably make it be like hydration. It's interesting to see so much like camouflage, and then you have just this red bit here. I don't know what's going on with that.
That's probably some like admin game function stuff.
Yeah, it could be. We'll have to see what Ambo has to say in his own defense.
Curious to know what he has going on in those GP pouches flanking his magazines. Those should be double mags.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't think they use any pyro or stuff like that at Border War like that. So I don't think he's carrying any like grenades or anything like that. Plus he's recon. So
sure, yeah. Kind of the antithesis of recon is frag grenades.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that he sent me like a kit list, but I to be honest, I was trying not to look at it because I wanted to be as surprised about it as I could be. Yeah. So that's a pretty good looking kit. And then he submitted again the second one, which is when he's all like completely gillied and scrimmed up.
Maybe I don't think it's an AK. I don't think it's an AK. I think that's an M4.
Yeah, I mean you can see the crane stock right here.
Well, I mean you can get AKs with like telescoping,
and then he's got the rails here with the key mod.
Oh, the key mod, yeah.
So it's almost certainly gonna be an M4.
It's a nice kit. I mean, plus points for the spray painted weapon.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's slept on. If you boys aren't spray painting, you're missing out.
Yeah, I'm 100% agree. I think.
What does he? Oh, he put some more stuff on here. I see.
Yeah, so he's got like this sort of cowl thing that goes like over his helmet and over his shoulders and stuff. It's not a full ghillie. He doesn't have anything obviously on the front.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
that's like that Russian stuff. That like Gray Shop I think sells some stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's a good bit of kit. Some of the people we play with have something similar rigged up.
I think Cal has a set. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not doing him any favors standing in front of his white door, but I'm sure on the field, definitely, it would be definitely really good looking, or I mean, you're really good at concealing as well. I mean, we've talked about scrim like a million times, but like, what a job, right?
It's great job. I see the burlap there now, and it looks awesome. Yeah. Good job. I wonder where you got it from.
Yeah, I mean, he puts a lot of time and effort into his kit as well. I mean, so and Border War is like it's very serious, like in terms of like the time commitment from the players and stuff like that. Sure. So I could totally see the need to go into it. Not so much of a drown, definitely a drip though, right?
He is floating.
Yeah. Floating is the right word for it. Yeah, he's that's a good looking kit, that's for sure.
That's an awesome kit.
Yeah.
Top marks, brother.
All right, let's look at the next one. This was submitted by Alexis in Florida.
Nice.
So this is one of the first kits that he was rocking that he sent in. One of his first games coming back to Airsoft after taking a long break.
Sure.
And when we were just getting everything ready, you were asking about this. I think it's Desert Marpat that he's rocking here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's a good pattern, man. It's a good pattern.
Yeah. And like, I think it's cool because like, I mean, this is like standard airsofting kit. Like when you start out, like this is sort of what you're going to do.
Yeah. M4, couple pouches. Maybe a dump pouch. We see our friend got one.
Yeah. And a chest rig, right? Like, not chest rig, a plate carrier, which is sort of like the go-to for I think 90% of airsofters, at least in North America for sure.
Definitely.
In Canada.
What kind of, do you know what model that's based off of?
I don't know actually. It's like I think it's like a Condor. Like I've seen those before. Like the only thing that I didn't really like about these style of vets in general is if you look like it's like these like sort of flimsy buckles.
Yeah.
And like on a real steel version, those will probably be like really really good. Mm-hmm. But on the cheaper like airsoft replicas, typically that's where you see like lots of points of failure. Like is this like double stitched? Like probably not, right? So that's where you certainly see some of that too.
But I mean, it's for beginners, and it's meant to be worn hard.
Totally.
And once it falls apart, you just upgrade to something better.
Yeah.
Or you might find out that maybe PCs aren't it for me.
Yeah, and you move into the chest rig. One thing I will say though, just coming back to the camo, like the Desert Marpat is fine, but I think if you're in the States and you have access to all these surplus stores, chocolate chip, man. Three color desert.
You
like,
think so?
Oh my god.
If you're going tan, man, that's what
I would do. Like when we go to Iron Horse, I will probably very likely be coming back. Or getting, if we're playing tan, definitely probably wearing it down there if we can't get Cat Pat Arid. Yeah.
Cat Pat Arid would be so sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not, I mean, it's almost not gonna happen. But like, I love, I don't know, like, I love chocolate chip. I think it's a really, like, it's a vibe.
It is an interesting camouflage.
Yeah.
I'm torn. I'm between that and Desert DPM.
Desert DPM is, well, DPM in general is
God
so
save the
good.
king, I say, boys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's man, and M90, Swedish M90, but it's not on the list of approved camos for Iron Horse.
I don't think Desert DPM is either, unfortunately.
Yeah, so we might be relegated to Chalky Chip.
Beggars can't be choosers.
No, it's true, but I mean, like, hey,
actually, I might be wearing a Denison.
Well, we'll see.
I might be wearing a Denison,
Chalky Chip Denison.
Oh, South African, baby.
Oh my god. But yeah, so I mean, and you like coming back to a kit like this, like, is it drip or drown? Like, to be honest, I don't think it falls anywhere on that scale. Like, this is really like when you start out playing, like, you're feeling cool in your kit, but you're not building a kit specifically to drip. But you don't drown either. Like, it gets you through, right?
Definitely, definitely. This is the point in which you can either drip or drown from.
Yeah, exactly right. It's really your starting point. And I think, we've seen a lot with guys at our field, like, they start with something, and then where they are 6 months later is not, it's actually quite quick most of the time, right?
I mean, if the way he's starting off right now with that Marapat,
yeah,
he's going to be floating.
And that's a cool looking pattern too. Like, there's nothing wrong with that,
definitely.
right? Yeah, it's a good one.
I like it.
So let's see what's up in next in the list. So this is kit that was submitted by one of our local guys, actually. So this is Evil Paintballer on the Discord.
Oh yeah.
And so obviously he is invisible in this picture. He's
Wait, this is local?
Yeah, it's local. Yeah.
I don't recognize the kit.
So I'm not gonna name him because that's not how this rolls. On the internets. But yeah, so this is a local guy, and like these guys, him and his team, they have, generally speaking, like really well put together kits. Their OD kit, or their Ranger Green kit in particular, I think looks like, when it's all OD, like, I know Chief, one of the local guys, has it. Like, it looks sick. Like, it looks very well put together, man. Very professional.
OD Green. Yeah. Honestly, you can't beat it. It's so damn good.
Yeah, and it just looks the part. Like, it smacks of, like, I'm too cool for camo, like, and like that's a whole vibe in and of itself.
It's when you've ascended.
Yeah, exactly.
When you've ascended, you don't need patterns anymore. You just have color. And I obviously Ranger Green, OD Green is what I started playing with.
Totally, yeah.
And it has such a soft spot right here, boys, right here. And I like this kit. I like the setup. I like the battle belt. It would be interesting. It seems like you got a lot going on the belt.
Yeah.
Coming from the Second World War background of everything's a belt kit with suspenders. It's all load-bearing equipment.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has, like, if that's a dump pouch that...
Yeah, I think that's a folding dump pouch.
Or is the one right... I think that's the dump pouch.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know what that additional buckled pouch is that's in line with the belt.
Yeah, this one right here you're talking about.
Yeah. Because I don't know if that might get heavy. It might start to sag, might start to droop. I also don't know the setup of a battle belt, if there's an inner to go along with that outer shell, but I like it. I like the multicam.
The lid, you mean, the helmet?
No, I mean on the belt.
On the belt too, yeah, the gloves.
I always like multicam as a base when you're looking at web gear and when you're looking at plate carriers and stuff like that, because when it wears so nice. When it's salty, dude, multicam, honestly, so sick.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree on the multicam.
Oh
But
man, I've warmed up to it so hard.
and I know that these guys in particular, like they play, they're not really big onto like the whole like CQC speed games sort of that we play
Well,
or end
I
up
mean-
playing. So they carry their kit, and their kit is built for different applications.
Definitely.
Although like this is what he wore when he played at Last Refuge Sport Club that we just did.
Yeah,
And like there's a sustainment aspect
Yeah.
to it as well, which is not so necessary for like the regular weekend skirmish type games, right?
but I mean, sustainment gear just looks so good.
Yeah.
It just looks like.
And you would say that though, right?
I know I would. I know there's a bias here. But,
Yeah.
man, I like it. I like the bolty up at the top there.
Yeah.
Nods. Hello.
Yeah.
We're drowning in some dollar bills apparently.
Yeah, it's drip kit and like drowning in the money, that's for sure.
Man, that's sick. I like I like that optic setup on that M4. I'm a big
Proponent.
proponent of that kind of system.
Yeah.
I like the variable optic. Well, it's not a variable, but like a fixed magnification secondary optic for your primary. I love that design. I think it's amazing.
It'd be interesting to see like how applicable that would be for us in a context that's not our typical weekend skirmish. Because I think for those weekend skirmishes, like it's hit or miss whether magnification is worthwhile or not. But yeah, so yeah,
I think it would be used for PID 95% of the time.
Definitely.
If I was to have it, that's probably how I would do it. If I was looking, like, the only example I can draw from is speculative, and that's for Iron Horse. Like, looking through a window, if someone's like, I don't really know if that's tan or green.
Yeah, and especially if you're dealing with real world ranges, like which at Frontline we aren't, right? Like the field isn't long enough, but like at Iron Horse we'll have so much space that being active magnification will be helpful. Even if your replica can't shoot that far, you can still look through it and use it as long as it's good enough.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, you could just do a recon roll with that. Like, I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
and I really like. Obviously, this guy got his kit squared away, and it looks damn good.
Agree. All right, moving on. This is Flub. He's from France. So my man Flub is wearing. What kind of camo is that?
Oh, that's some French woodland, baby.
Yeah,
I don't know
CCE.
CCE, yeah.
Yeah, CCE.
Love it.
I'd love to have some, but it's too expensive to get out here. But anyways, yeah, so drip or drown on this one. Whew. I like the scrim.
Love the scrim.
Yeah.
Oh, curious to know what kind of helmet that is. If that's like a Pasgat or something like that, instantaneous points.
I don't think so. I mean, you'd have to tell us. I'm not sure. He's posted pictures on the Discord when he was working on his helmet cam. I don't think it's a Pasgat. I think it's something more
French.
I don't even think it's French. I think it's like one of those like maybe Lithuanian lids, like the like more conical ones or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Okay,
Yeah. I know nothing about kit, clearly. But yeah, look at this guy.
Multicam tropic, dude.
Multicam tropic?
Slept on.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at his chest rig. His plate carrier.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, dude.
That's a really good catch, dude.
I like it. You gotta get. I mean, that RPK, dude. If we're being real, that thing is. That's the bee's knees.
Yeah.
Big fan of that.
And he's running HPA, obviously, which is sweet. And so his front is completely clean, right?
I would say, if you're gonna rock the drum mags, you don't really need a plate carrier on.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Maybe if you transition to a belt rig, but I understand you might not want to drop that multicam tropic. It's a vibe, as the young say.
Yes.
No
knee pads.
No knee pads.
Respect. And I'm pretty sure his fly's down as well. Which
they can't all be winners. Can't all be winners. But I like you got some good boots. Looks like.
Yeah.
I wonder if those are just hikers or if those are any issued boot.
That's a good question. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like they're just like normal civilian hikers, I would say, probably.
I appreciate that you got your tootsies in there.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm so done wearing military style boots. Like,
dude.
Forget that.
Shag that. Converse or die, baby.
Well, maybe not Converse.
Converse
is that the drip?
Listen, I don't know how to swim.
Yeah.
I gotta float. So.
This is so. How would you rate this on the drip or drown scale?
If it was painted, the RPK, 100%.
Total drip right now, complete drown. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
no. He's like you're 75 floating, and you got your legs underwater right now.
Yeah, you do. If you do the paint job like really nice, I mean, some people like the wood AK look, but I mean,
Yeah.
just paint it. It would be so sick.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder what brand. It's probably like an LCT or something.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
But
Be
it's
able to tell
awesome.
ya, yeah.
I would probably ditch the plate carrier, but you know that's just me.
Like, what's that meme? Like, Niet rifle is fine or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's like, no, you gotta paint it. Like, come on, look at this thing, right? Totally. All right, what else do we got in the queue? Oh, this is our buddy Frosty. So Frosty's from Australia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I robbed this pick from Discord, but there's another one.
That's a good pick.
You sent me another one, so we'll go through it. But what I loved when I saw this one and we posted it is like they just finished their game in New Zealand because they can't play Airsoft in Australia. They have to fly to New Zealand, right? So they just finished, but it's the southern hemisphere, so it's summer there, right?
Sure.
So my man is wearing the t-shirt, but he's still wearing the sleeves to cover his arms because the sun sucks, right?
The sun does.
And I mean, I know Frosty's in the chat, and you can chime in whenever you want, but I think that one, I was like, yeah, see, that's a smart move, right? You want to wear sleeves, but you can still you want to wear like a short sleeve, but you can still wear sleeves that cover out your arms and protect you from the UV.
Yep.
Also, like just to shout out, he's wearing the Delta mic, which is the same face that a lot
First
of
thing I noticed.
Yeah.
If I saw this guy in Escape from Tarkov, I would run the other way because it's an MP7, and I know he would light my ass up.
Yeah. It's a good looking cat. I don't know what he's got in the second one. I think he's using in this one. It's more of his.
Oh yeah, dog! You got it straight. You got it straight right there. That's some good kit. Love the glasses. Shout out to the guy behind you wearing that Ozcam, baby.
A lot of them wear Ozcam because it's available down there,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Digger's gonna dig.
He's got the scrim, which I mean, come on, what's
on,
not to
dog.
love, baby?
He loves it.
Yeah.
I see that you have magazines numbered. I don't know how practical that might be, but you know, to each their own.
Yeah, it's so funny, man. You see people with numbered mags. I did the same
thing.
Yeah, exact same thing. I was like, I don't even know what I'm trying to do.
I'm like, this is number 1. I'm going to index this one. Oh, sorry, this is number 2. I can't use.
Yeah, or it's like you're like that way I can keep track of all my mags. So then you get mag number 6, and you're like, okay, but I'm still missing 5. Like I mean, yeah.
Classic Glock as the sidearm.
Yeah.
Absolute classic.
And he's got his some sort of precision, higher precision rifle. He's got his LPVO on there.
Yep. I wonder if that's a Vortex. It certainly looks like one.
That's a good question. It certainly looks like Pat's for sure. It could be a Vortex, yeah. This is his team's logo, which he designed himself, which I think looks so sick.
Props up.
So sick. But he's got the tape on. Like, you got to have the electrical tape on the kit, man. Yeah.
What else do we got here? Oh yeah. I like the placement of the knife.
Oh yeah. Where do you see the knife?
It's underneath the GP pouch, just above the magazine pulls.
Oh, across the way. I didn't even see that there. Yeah.
A little riding that Obi-Wan Nairobi train, if you know what I mean.
And he's got his pen there. What's cool, he's got one of his pouches, and it's kind of, I'll just zoom in so people can see.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm not mistaken, that's his dingo patch. So at these events, they do like the most valuable player, most like community-driven player, etc. Sure. And that's an award that Frosty's won, and so he's got the dingo patch right on his kit. Well earned. And there's something else on his kit too that I think is not slept on, but people might not think of so much. He's got his watch, but his watch is facing inside, right?
Yeah.
Total baller move. You've got to do that, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You absolutely have to, right?
And props for wearing a watch.
Yeah, well, that's another thing too.
It's a slept-on piece of kit. It's essential.
Yeah.
If you're doing a timed game, like I know during the last op, I had my watch ready to rock.
Yeah, you need to have it.
We had timers for 10 minutes. Essential game piece of gaming, like technology, I suppose.
Yeah, 100% agree. Yeah.
But yeah, I like the multicam. It looks good. Faded, dog. You can't argue that.
I mean, listen, I've worn enough faded multicam to last me a lifetime.
But yours did the opposite of what it wants to do. Yours got brighter with age. Yeah. This one's getting duller. And the duller is where the salt lies.
Anyways, I think this is a total drip kit. And look at my man in the back here, just like totally like just living it up, right?
Yeah,
Looking,
dude.
yeah,
Ball
totally.
hats at the game.
Yeah, totally. This is. I'm glad that Frosty sent this one through because I mean,
That's a good one.
yeah, it's a good one. All right, who else do we got? This dude. This is Hasbo on the Discord. So again, I think this is. I don't know how long he's been playing, but I mean, it doesn't look like he's ever played in this kit before. I don't know. I don't know what you think. It's so clean, man.
I mean, you can still see the creases in those pants.
Yeah.
Either homie's like a wizard with an iron,
Yeah.
or he's just waiting.
Yeah, you still see the pleats in the front here, like perfectly, like in good shape. That's totally. I like as well. He's got a helmet, but doesn't have it painted. He doesn't have any scrim on it. Guys, gotta paint your helmets. You gotta at the very least, or get a helmet cover or scrim is like you were saying, totally slept on. It's huge, especially if you've got like a GoPro that makes you look like a unicorn, like my man here. You want to conceal that as much as possible, right?
I mean, it does break up the silhouette of the helmet, but maybe not in the most desired of ways. But,
yeah, and like you're also like trying to get behind a piece of cover, and like your eyes are behind cover, but your unicorn head is up here, so people can see that, they know where you are, right? Whereas if you just scrim it and you paint it down, you can get some of this out of the way.
Guess what we got on the front there? Bit of MCT
multicam tropic again, yeah.
But of course.
But the cool thing again, and not to completely roast my boy Hasbo here, but like he's got nothing on the front, which is great. I think like it's a slick setup, which means you got a lot less stuff interfering.
I think you got what, 2 mags in those holders?
No, I think it's just the one. It's a single stack. It looks like.
Mostly a little sticker or something.
Yeah, could be.
Well, you see the bungee.
Yep.
I like it. I wonder what belt that is. That looks to be
I was thinking about that belt too.
Belt, I think, just based off of the buckle system that's going on.
Yeah.
Looks similar to the 58 style of like attachment point with the kind of the hook and the crimp like that.
Yep.
Similar to the 37 Pat. But it looks more like I want to say dress belt, but still has that military-esque fastener.
And it's probably pretty rigid too.
Oh, so.
So like it would be a good belt I would say like as a starting point for like a belt kit or something like that. If you're trying to,
I wouldn't necessarily use it as a belt.
Like a full,
like an actual belt.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would use that as a piece, like a jumping off point to make a load bearing system. Like because that belt is made of very thick webbing, and it will carry all the weight it needs to.
So you throw some like a harness on top of it, and it's gonna hold all that stuff for you.
Easy. And you can wear it in conjunction with that play carrier as well.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like he has some sort of like typical try hard skull lower face mask here.
Ghost.
Like
Bravo 6 going dark.
Right, okay, fair enough. I'm not familiar with all the lore, but
somewhat.
I know, and I mean I'm only roasting you, but Cal has one too. So like,
well, Cal has one. I mean, drink the Kool-Aid, brother.
Yeah, totally. All right, what else we got here? This is a Hoover, and he looks like Grantham basically had another child, and he came into the world fully formed. Hoove is known on the Discord for sure for like for working hard with his kit. Like he definitely fills the void.
You can tell that play carrier has seen some action.
And I mean those sunglasses, like my man tries hard, right? No question.
He's sweating.
Yeah.
He's sweating even in this photograph.
Yeah. Like it's, but I mean, in terms of, practicality, like, I don't know how many airsofters, thousands, hundreds of thousands use exactly this exact type of setup. So it'd be, right?
But that's dialed. That's dialed. Like that has everything it needs to. I don't really agree with the placement of the scissors, but that's just me. That might impede like.
Yeah, 100%.
For me, I don't know how. Obviously, it works for you because it's there.
Well, I mean, the reality is you could maybe never play in this kit either.
Yeah,
it's just for LARPing. I personally don't like those whip antennas. I think that they're not actually necessary for 95% of airsofting. Like the antennas that come on your.
Yeah, but what show are we doing right now?
Yeah, I know. It's drowned. But like in some cases, though, I think it's worth mentioning that if you go and you have whatever radio that has a replaceable antenna, and you just go on Amazon and get whatever antenna that looks the part, you're actually having the negative effect on the radio itself because it's not meant to use this antenna that you've bought. And so suddenly you think that you have all this range because you have this huge antenna that's preventing you from shouldering your rifle correctly because it's in the way or whatever.
I was gonna say that.
And actually, not only do you have this drawback, but also your radio has shorter range because it's not meant to work with the system that you have and the power output or whatever. So, and plus, you know, ham radios and all this kind of stuff aside, like there's a lot of science behind it. So, yeah.
I would say,
guys in the chat saying this is 1776 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah.
Freedom, brothers. But I agree with you, Phil. I think that antenna should be, I think it should be angled on the back more so than the front. Even like you can see that there's a magazine pouch just to the left of it. Yeah. And like if you're in a pinch or something like that, you're gonna be bouncing off that radio. You might get your sling stuck or something like that. You could anything. I would. Yeah. If I were you, which I'm not, I'm just me, a little boy. I would take that radio and I put it in the pouch behind it, and I would cant it to a 45-degree angle. Make sure that the radio is facing outwards, so the antenna's going out behind you.
The other thing that
you clear the pit.
Yeah. The other thing that you can do is, you know, this is something I did when I was using a big antenna that I thought was great, but was total shit. But that's beside the point. They make antenna relocation kits, right? So you just take the antenna and it has a cable, and so you can mount it on the back of your plate carrier, right? And that way, your radio is like this big, has a little like stubby thing at the top, and then the cable that runs, and then you just run it through your plate carrier around the back, and then it's out of the way, right? And I think if you're gonna be getting an antenna like that, and you know enough about it to know that it's actually beneficial for you and not just for show, then an antenna relocation kit might be exactly what you need for the radio.
Dude, string that puppy to the back, make it 1,000,000 miles long, and look like an RTO from Vietnam, and you, my friend, got everything you need.
And I mean, I want to roast him even more, but I will say, Desert Marpad again, it looks good.
It looks good. We have the beginner, and now we have the advanced.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a fair point. Actually, it's like a transition from one into the other. This is like $1 million kit, I'm sure, but and the rolled sleeves also. That's clutch. That does make it.
I like it. It's a good look.
Just got to make sure you got the forearms to pull them off, right?
No, I'm glad you don't have an American flag on your forearms. That's
that would be too much. All right, let's look at our boy Matt.
Oh yeah, dog.
This is Matt from California. He's been on podcasts many times. This is a picture that they took when some of the boys were out at Battle for LA, and my man here, he looks like so good. So let's talk. So he's got the face protection that he like a typical airsoft, but he's got it all painted up and Gucci'd up.
1776 again.
Yeah.
Freedom.
And so he's got it Gucci'd up and stuff like that. But I mean, look at this.
I love it.
That tiger stripe.
I love it, man.
What's not to love about tiger stripe, right?
And he got it raid modded. Love it.
Yeah, so he does. That's a fair point. Yeah.
Love it.
And he's got his replica is not painted, but it could be painted underneath, but I don't think it is. So he's got it wrapped, right? And I'm pretty sure he's got his painted with to look like a space cat or whatever, because he plays primarily CQC.
Sure.
So he or CQB I should say, and then so he's got it wrapped. But I mean, that's a good looking job.
Yeah, man.
Like
props.
And it blends in perfectly. Like if you're when I was getting ready for the stream, I photoshopped this image and I blurred it out and all this kind of stuff. But like even the program was like, I'm not sure what I'm looking at, right? So that tells you you're doing an all right job. He's got his what do you call those, like Cobra belt buckles? The Cobras, the more modern class system for the buckles.
Oh yes, yeah. I'm not familiar with the name of them, but I was gonna say, what's the deal with that placement of that buckle?
I don't know, man.
That's a strange placement.
Yeah, maybe he finds it pinches on his front. I don't know if he's around, but
also load bearing equipment, baby.
Yeah, man.
No more PCs.
He's running. Matt runs 100% belt. That's all he does. Right.
You got it. You immediately got the seal of approval.
Yeah, 100% belt kit. And then down here, he's got his knee pads, which you love to see, man. Like
love protected knees.
One thing that's worth noting about this event in particular is that on his team, it was like whatever camos, but like red highlights.
Sure.
So that's
Oh,
why
okay.
you see red up here and stuff. That's
Cool.
not because he didn't pay attention. It's like red highlights were the theme,
Awesome.
the colorway.
Like the boots.
Yep.
Ankle
And
support.
ankle support and the civilian hikers. Matt was a 10th Mountain Infantry in Afghanistan. He served several tours. And now he knows enough about military gear to know he doesn't want it.
Yeah, he's been, yeah.
Right? Yeah. So this is, I mean, this kit when, fully zoomed out, like,
Love it.
is this a drip or what? Like, this is 11 out of 10 drip.
Listen, what you're missing, my friend, you gotta bring that brim in a little bit. You gotta make that alley, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah?
You gotta make it an alley.
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic looking kit.
I love it.
And the thing about Matt is like he's not he's not absent or immune to performance. Like he wants to be good. He does his ready ups. He does all this kind of stuff. So not only does this look awesome, but it also is completely functional.
Yep.
Right. It does the job, and yeah, like
I'm seeing no hogwash.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And I mean, he would know too. Like he knows about like carrying equipment, so that's not it's using that knowledge and applying it in a context that allows you to drip as hard as this does, but still be super effective and have a good time, right?
I'd be curious. I'd like to see the backside of the kit. I'd like to see how you have your placement on the backside of the webbing.
We can arrange that. Not on this stream, but I think I can get you some pictures.
Excellent.
For sure.
Yeah, dog. You, my friend, are swimming comfortably.
So let's see who else we got here. All right, this guy is Metal. Metal is from Jamaica.
Oh, nice.
So first, right off the rip, airsoft because real bullets hurt. I mean, I wouldn't know, but I certainly expect so.
I would definitely. People die from being shot, so I mean,
I've been told. So I'm guessing that this is some sort of like cell phone carrying case on the front. I've seen those before. I think one of the local guys has them. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
I think those are the bee's knees.
Yeah.
I really think those are the bee's knees, and it's the only real argument that someone could pose to me, and I would be like, yeah, this is why you need a PC. This is why you need a plate
just
carrier.
To have that gear up front. Yeah.
You just need to have that ready to go, and like, as sick as a Tricom is, you can never rig something together.
Yeah, it'd be difficult.
That.
Yeah. So he's got his he's rocking the EPM mags, the EPM 1 mags BTS with really good equipment. Full multicam getup. Right.
Love it.
The Cry G3 pants, probably replicas. I don't think that they are the real stuff. Not that it makes any difference. I think it's perfectly fine for airsoft applications. And he's running looks like some sort of like a red dot and a flashlight on the front.
I like the barrel, the short barrel with the suppressor sticking out. I think that's a cool touch. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah.
I always love like the MCX.
Yeah.
Because that's the way they have their profiles done. I think that's just so good.
So yeah, and there's something to be said about short rifles. Like I'm using a long rifle for a while now, and like I'm not thinking about switching back, but I remember like there's some things that I have to work around now that I didn't have to work around before, right? And so having that short barrel, like I mean, it's like a 10-inch rail or a 12-inch rail, something like that.
Yeah.
Like it's super good.
You got a light setup.
Yeah.
The only thing you're missing, my friend, is a sling.
Yeah, that's a fair point, actually.
The only thing you're missing is a sling.
Yeah.
The only thing you need, well, a red dot is very beneficial.
Oh, he might have one, actually.
Oh, you do? My guy. I had you wrong. I'm sorry.
I don't know. We can't see it. It's not slung on his person right now, but yeah, there is a sling there for sure.
Love it. You got it all straightened away.
Yeah.
I also really like that plate carrier.
Yeah?
I really like that design.
What do you like about it?
There's nothing going on right here. Well, besides like what he has rigged up, like it's not very thick.
Yeah,
like,
that's a fair point.
Because I use pattern 58 webbing, and like those yokes look to be similar in width and like cushiness as what we're seeing here.
Yeah.
I just find it makes for a natural like shouldering position, like when you're taking up aim. Mm-hmm. I find like it's not impeding, because the horrible thing and why I hate plate carriers is because they're just so big, and well, not anymore. Back when I was into them, and they changed my view. Damn youngins.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna join them, but it was just so big and bulky. I just couldn't get a good shoulder. I was dog. That's not it.
Fair enough. In terms of drip, I will say this kit doesn't strike me as drippy. It seems purely functional.
Yep.
Like this gets the job done.
Yep.
But I'm not looking at this kit going like, oh damn. You know what I mean?
Yep. Once you get a couple more games under your belt and you start exploring with your camouflage options, then that's when the drip. You're dialing in the drip right now.
Yeah.
This is what phase of life we're in. We are just merely taking it in, seeing what we like, what can improve. Maybe multicam might not be the best camouflage pattern for the situation. Who knows?
Well, I'll say one thing that would make this drippier.
Scrim.
100%. 100%. Scrim is yeah.
I do like the fact that your helmet is not glossy, it is flat, and it does the multicam pattern justice as well. Like I always like that design, especially like those dipped pots like that. That's sick. Good job, my man.
All right, let's move on. Who else do we have here? Let's see. Oh yeah,
this is sick.
This is our buddy Nick. Nick is one of the Discord mods.
I'm supposed to roast this guy hard.
Yeah, we have to roast Nick so hard.
I can't. Honestly, this is really sick, dude. He got 40 mics on the waist.
Yeah.
A little baby chest rig. I like the all tan. He got some locks as well. Love it. He got shooting glasses. I like that. The boonie. It's not for me.
The boonie's not for you.
It's not for me.
Yeah. He's it's a hard kid to roast, man. Like it looks good.
Sick. I like the additional. Wait, is that a pistol on the right hip?
That is a launcher. That's
that's what I thought.
Launcher.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's sick, dude. That's awesome. I really like that. Those pants. What are those?
They're almost certainly Cry.
Are they
something? Yeah. Nick spends a lot of money on his kid, so I would expect that they're expensive. He's wearing civilian hikers too, like Salomons. It looks like GTX.
Really like those knee pads. I really like those, and the ventilation at the fly area.
Yeah,
that's awesome, dog. That is so sick.
He also he's got pouches on his pockets or pockets on his pants, and he's using them. Right. Lots of people don't see my guy over here's got nothing but just flat or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's got stuff in there, which that's
definitely
what they're for, right?
Essential things I would imagine.
But I love the 40 mic placard underneath the chest rig, dude. Sick. Yeah.
I wonder what kind of chest rig is it, dog?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think there's another picture I have in some of the special pictures we're gonna look at in a sec, where we might be able to see it better. So yeah. And he's running one of those long antennas. I mean, don't have to hold that against him, I suppose.
UF Pro Pants.
UF Pro Pants. Yeah.
Okay, I've never heard of them. They're the Cry of Europe. Interesting. I was going to say they do look European just because, I've seen some out of the footage of Ukraine and stuff like that. I'm seeing a lot of dudes with, that flat flush, but it's really long. It goes the entire length of the shin. And I have a pair of East German pants. And the way that the knee padding works is very similar to that. I really like that. I really like that.
Yeah, it's hard to roast him.
It's impossible.
And he spent a lot of time on his kit too, thinking about it, and it's all very practical, so it looks awesome.
Yep, you got a sling.
And he gets the job done. You're gonna get to meet him when we go to Iron Horse. He's dialed, man. This is gonna be good stuff.
Looking forward to it, my man.
All right, I'm going to come back to Nick later. We can roast him a bit more. Let's see who we got here. This is Ozark.
Dog, that is so sick. Holy smokes. Are you kidding me?
So, I think that's an M60, probably. Or is it a Mark 240 Bravo?
No.
It's an M60?
Get with the times.
I don't know, man.
That's the pig, baby.
Yeah, the bipod and everything. Oh my God, it looks like he's just ready to get off a...
It looks, if you had some Alice, my man, you would be no need for a life preserver.
No, absolutely dripping.
Yeah. I love that M60. You probably get so many people come up to you being like,
so hot take, is he painting that or not?
No.
No. You can't paint it. The gun of Rambo, you can't paint it.
Anything beyond the E4 you can paint.
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
All right. You heard it here first. If that's not an E4, then don't paint it. So
that's it.
But yeah, again, we're seeing that Desert Marpat, which looks great.
Love it.
Those boots, man, I mean, they fit the kit, but you gotta ditch them. They're just not good. I've had a pair exactly like that, and they don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I remember. I think you sent a picture.
I've actually had 2 pairs of boots just like that.
Did you,
and
that picture you sent of that op that you had 11 years ago. Were you wearing those boots?
100%.
And I remember talking to Phil like sometime before you made the transition to frontline. I was like, Phil, you got to paint your boots.
Yeah.
Dog. You got to do something to them. And he's like, what do you mean paint my boots? I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, you got to. They stand out so much.
Totally, man.
And in that picture, dude, it's the North Star.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I did paint them, but then after I just got rid of them.
Yeah,
and got
exactly.
some more appropriate stuff. He's got a radio red on his front here.
Love it.
And I love it, but at the same time, guys, that's asking to get your radio like shot out.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely get a pouch for it at the very least to try and protect it a little bit. Like this is just a standard Motorola, which is fine. Like there's nothing wrong. It's perfectly fine for airsoft, but like you definitely want to get a pouch for it rather than having it on the outside of your kit.
Yep.
Also, the clip that's holding it in place probably is plastic. That thing can get caught and snap. I would ditch that. But my guy looks serious.
You got a vest on.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
like
that.
Like an M4, like it's got like a mesh vest or whatever. Yeah.
That's
And he's wearing a pack too.
You're just missing the Alice, dog.
Like
Throw some
so
woodland
much
in
kit.
there. Throw some woodland in there.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine now, like a woodland vest or something like that. Like, so sick.
Police that mustache.
Yeah, exactly. That's where my mind was going. So funny, man. Yeah.
I love the ballistic glasses. Like that. That's an awesome touch.
And it's practical. It's a good style.
I mean, that wrap you got going on that.
I mean, it's period appropriate, right?
Yeah.
So if you're
great.
doing a historical version of this kit, I mean, that's...
This also, I'm so surprised of how many boonies we're seeing today. Like,
man.
I have, like, boonies. Are they making a comeback or something? Like, what is going on?
Well, I mean, I think too, like if you have people playing in the States or that are in the heat in the summertime, likely they're gravitating towards boonies and like ball caps and stuff.
Sure.
It's so friggin' hot, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna experience that next year. Like, I was planning on wearing a boonie anyway, but that's beside the point.
I'm gonna bring my pot with me.
I definitely. Mine's got a camera on it. So.
Well, I'm gonna be bringing my steel pot.
Yeah. Well, listen.
and probably this.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm training. Don't worry.
So this is drip, man.
I love it.
Oh.
Get some Alice, baby.
Get some. Period. Right.
Hell yeah.
So
love it.
This is Sauli. He's from Finland, and he's in addition, as an aside, he also makes a lot of gear himself. But yeah, his kit is really sick. So he's got the Pasget helmet, right?
Dude.
With the NVG mount. So let's zoom in so people can see. Like, this thing looks awesome.
And 100-mile-per-hour tape on the top. Love it.
Yep. Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
That's the same sort of harness system that I had on my old skate helmet.
Oh, basically. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And he's got the goggles, but he's got some sort of like X-Fog kit on there. You can see that battery pack here.
Sure.
Or like a fan or whatever. The Nomex flight gloves, dude. How much of a drip is that? Right? Or there might be even winter gloves. I don't know, but they just...
And that M4, dude.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, dude? That's
so good.
Hasbo carry handle, I mean...
But that's a choice.
But it's an M4. It's an M4.
It's a choice, man.
Yeah, it is. And I love that slim down pec. Is that a pec? No, it's not a pec 14. Is it? No. Yeah, it's slim. It's not. It's the slim one. I remember it from Tarkov. That's the extent of my knowledge.
I love how my guy has a foregrip, but he's not using it because I mean, why would you?
Why would you? I'm curious to know what that webbing is.
Yeah.
That load bearing system.
So this is cool. We don't have a better picture of it, but like I think it's like.
I wonder if that's an E-tool holder on the back, similar to the British.
This one here?
No, on his spine.
Right here on the actual like. So that's interesting.
Boys, I love these kits. They're so detailed. There's so much to look at.
And he's got stuff in his pockets too.
It could be socks.
Could be
socks.
Yeah.
But I doubt it.
Is he wearing a drop leg? I'd like to see what's on the other side of that. But and he's the 2-point sling man.
I love the drop leg.
Yeah.
The drop leg is such a vibe. Such a vibe. Slept on, in my opinion.
I don't know, man. I used a drop leg 4 years. I don't think I'd go back.
Listen, I'm never gonna use one, but like,
yeah,
it looks so sick.
Yeah, if we're talking, I mean, it's drip or drown, right?
Oh
like,
God.
yeah, it's total drip. Yeah, this kit looks awesome. Just
Yeah.
so, and again, like he's in Finland, playing airsoft. There's snow and stuff on the ground, and he's using the the Marpat desert,
He is.
and like that's still good. Like it's a light color, like it fits, man.
Dude, he has wrinkles on his brain.
Yeah,
He got wrinkles.
big brain.
I never would have thought of that.
Yeah,
That's awesome, dog.
yeah,
That's a really good kit.
Really
That's
good.
one of my favorites. I really like that.
Yeah.
I really like the blend of the woodland with the desert. And I like that the Pascat, the M4, everything you got going on is killer.
Yeah, man. It's just it's a really good looking kit. We got another one here that I'm just gonna pull up, but I need to get a reference here because the picture that I'm gonna show you was taken by Kevin Nystrom. So I wanted to give a shout out to him. How do we feel about this?
LARP or die.
How much drip is this? This is our buddy Thanatos.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Yeah,
With a name like
100%.
Thanatos,
Yeah.
dude. You
Yeah.
could have just said like the next kid is called Thanatos. And
I'll
I
tell
would have been like, that's Thanatos.
I'll tell you what his real name is later, and you'll be like, yeah, that's also
That
still
shoe fits?
correct. Yeah.
That shoe fits.
But my man, like, this kit is unreal. So obviously it's a LARP kit, it's not an airsoft kit. I just had to show like how
I love
much
it.
drip. This is
Dude,
like,
yeah,
oh my
that's
god, he's
awesome.
floating.
Oh
Float.
my god, dude.
Look at that.
Look at that.
The velvet jacket,
I don't even know where to begin with it.
the leather pouch. Yeah, it's awesome. This was from like a Warhammer Fantasy theme game,
Oh,
I
is
think, or
it?
something.
That's awesome.
Yeah, awesome. So I just want to take a brief, like, it's so much detail in it, like all the little buckles, like the brass buttons, like all this kind of stuff, the leather goods, like the gloves and stuff, like it just looks amazing. And then you come down,
Oh, I like the way you have your
Right?
boots done up.
the boots, like
I've never seen a pair of boots like that before, and I am intrigued. Those are really interesting.
yeah, those are more like typical like Ren Fair type style, like those
Oh,
types
really?
of boots. Yeah, yeah. Pat could tell you more about them, but yeah, they're
That's awesome.
yeah.
I bet those are so comfortable. Out of everyone we're seeing right now, this guy, he slept in that kit a few times.
Yeah.
He slept there.
Yeah,
I
it's
love it.
phenomenal.
That's
phenomenal.
really sick, dude.
So I thought that deserved a huge shout out. And this one is Tullen. So this Tullen is from
Okay.
Belgium.
Nice.
So he really likes like Finnish kit, like Finnish. So I think this is M05
Yep.
Finnish pattern. Yeah. So we'll zoom in and have a quick look.
We got that AK with that AK aims going on right there.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
love that pattern of AK.
Yeah.
That was actually my first AK. I had an AK aims with a donkey on it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Romanian dong.
Nice. It looks like he's wearing like a leather belt, so like just a standard.
That's
like,
a military belt.
garrison belt. Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised.
And it kind of looks like a Sam Brown belt.
Right on.
If you're familiar with those.
And like a Finnish pattern. I guess it's the same pattern like plate carrier that he's rocking here. Doesn't look like there's a plate in it, which
That's fine.
That's fine.
But Leica was a very, very happy after his purchase.
I would definitely say he's well known for making many Versteleka purchases.
Love that.
I
I don't know what you got your replica 02 outer space maybe.
why?
Look at me.
Oh, the marking on the
Everything else is dialed in except for your sights.
Yeah, that's so funny. And he's got like full field boots. I don't know if you can see that there. They're like like almost full calf.
Oh wait, are those?
They're rubber boots.
Oh, I thought they were gators.
Nope, no, I don't think so. He sent me a picture of the other boots.
Oh, sick.
But yeah, and like Nokias, I think is what he said. They're called.
I was gonna say, when I first saw the picture, and my very first impression was like that he's taking good care of his feet. And that's
Definitely.
left on.
No knee pads though, which is kind of like again something that I think
It's a
is
choice.
important, but it is a choice, yeah. But yeah, so I mean, like again, like this is a good example of I think M05 is definitely probably more of a drip camo here in North America because people don't wear it. If you have it, people are like, what
is
they
that?
don't know it.
Yeah.
German? Yeah, exactly. Is it flip turn? It's like
No, it looks to work so well
in that area, definitely. Would
Even
agree.
if it looks like it's fall there, and usually I know falls here are like super light and multicam centric, but
Yeah.
like here it really shines. I really like it.
Yeah, so it's definitely a good working camo. So now I got a couple more special extracurriculars for you. Let me just bring these up.
I hope my ugly mug's not going to be in this.
All right, so here we go.
The Boogaloo Boy.
Number one, this is Chaz, one of our Discord moderators.
He is going so fast right now, dude. He is running right now at 13 kilometers an hour. Easy money.
So he's rocking. This was for a Miami Vice game that they played.
Yeah, Miami man. He's a Florida man right now.
No, he's Florida man. This I don't know where he's from Colorado, but like I'm not sure where they were playing. But like this kid is legendary. He's got an MP5 with a suppressor on it.
Dog.
All the MP5 mags and stuff. But I mean, hoochie daddy shorts and knee pads.
Hoochie.
Look out! Like I mean, what a kid. And still 100% functional. Like he still does work with it.
I'm looking at a mirror right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at myself right now, dude. Baseball. I got a Yankees hat.
Yeah.
I've played many tropical t-shirts and many pairs of short shorts.
That's true. Yeah.
The only difference is the things that separates the boys from the men are the gloves.
The gloves.
The gloves.
Yeah. And he's got the Delta mic, which is
Love
great.
that.
Yeah, super good.
I also.
Yes, I don't know if you can see, but there's a mustache on the Delta mic there, because of course you have to.
Yeah, of course, Miami, you Florida man.
Awesome.
I love it, dude. That's so sick. What is in that woodland pouch?
Oh, that's a good question.
Everything looks so. Oh, what is that sling, dog? Is that from like Hub City Outdoors or something?
Oh yeah, that's a
sick sling. That's really
looks
sick.
like a 2-point. Yeah, it's
It
on,
is,
yeah, 2-point up front. That's awesome. Really good kid. So I did this one to Chaz, but I have to give like a more serious one. So this was from Battle for LA, so same game that you saw the one of Matt before.
Sure.
And this is more of his like, let's call it serious kit. I think they do like it's like a Marine Raider inspired like chest rig or like chest setup here on the front. Raid mod on the BDUs.
That one's not raid modded. That's just a regular. That's like your combat shirt.
Oh, okay.
There's no. Well, actually, it does have t-shirt fabric on the front.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a BDU, but
yeah. So this is Chaz's like
Garmin watch, flip to the wayside. Love it.
Yep. And like the G3 pants, but same, civilian hikers on the bottom.
What do you got going on? Is that a Glock?
Yeah, on his for the sidearm. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a Glock, and his M4 running on HPA, of course.
Does he? Where's the? You have a sling? You have a sling, my man?
He's. Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I am.
You can see it on here, right?
Loving, with a capital L, loving that chest rig. Plate carrier, chest rig combo, whatever.
With these pouches here?
Yeah, whatever you've done to it. You've taken some Alice. My man.
It's a good
I
looking...
love it.
Yeah.
Everything is so functional. There's no hogwash that I'm seeing. And I'm really here for it. Here's hoping we're green team.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is what we could look like, right? Minus the lid because we'd be scrimmed, but yeah, basically.
Yeah. Oh,
I love the reflective shades. I mean, for drip, oh my god! Like, look at this guy. This guy's like 11 out of 10.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, for the
and especially given the game that they were playing, which is less like super serious and more like we're leaning into some of the fun like LARPy, drippy aspects. This is such a perfect kit for that. It's practical, but also you got that function on top.
The more I look at the glasses, I like the glasses. There was a point of contention when I first saw it.
That's super high vis. Right?
So high vis.
Yeah.
I really dig it.
All right.
Is that the same GoPro mount that you have?
Not really. He's got what's called like an excavator mount where it goes, I think it might even be by Brain Exploder, but it like goes out like this and the camera mounts underneath upside down. I had that for a while, but I found it was interfering with my vision.
Sure.
So then I flipped it. So I have a very low profile mount where it's just right up front, but it doesn't go over. But it's very similar.
I really dig this kit. Woodland, man. We're not honestly. This is the first M81 full kit we've seen.
That's true. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, rock on, man.
Rocket dog.
So here we got Chaz, Nick, and Sam. These are guys who we'll be playing an Iron Horse with. I don't remember the game that this was at. But you can see the UF Pro pants that Nick was rocking before. You can see that this is the 240 launcher I was talking to you about, right?
Love it.
And then you've got, I think what I really wanted to, I'm gonna move them around actually because it's you can't see them all. So there it is, Chaz, Nick, and Sam.
Is that Chaz?
This is Chaz over here.
Chaz, I love your pants, dog.
Yeah.
I really like that. I like that pant. It reminds me so much of 1991 Gulf War British attire.
Yeah.
Love it.
Look at this too. I want to draw your attention to how he has the Grimlock and then the grenade. This is how we're going to be rocking them. So that when you have to throw a grenade, all you do is grab it and pull it, and the Grimlock holds onto the pin and just sort of dangles there, right?
Is that risky business?
Nope.
Okay.
No, because the actual pin is like this long.
Oh, word.
Okay.
It out.
Yeah.
Sick.
Same thing. You can see Sam is doing over here, but he's got it on the other side.
Sam, you got it.
I love the Hylian crest patch on his chest, like right there from Legend of Zelda.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
I really like that. The color variation on that M81.
Yeah.
I really like that. It's really brown dominant.
Yeah, that's a fair point. It's definitely like you see down here on his, on his trousers.
And even on the boonie, dude.
But on the boonie and on the side on his arms and stuff, yeah, really green dominant or brown dominant. Excuse me.
Man,
that'd be great here. Yeah,
that's really sick. I really like this.
Yeah, it's a good setup. Again, this is what we could look like if we go green team, which we'll figure out. Sheesh.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh man, this
all right.
is good.
And then this is our buddy Jordan, one of the other Discord mods. I couldn't do a drip or drown without talking about Jordan's. He is the king, I think, of mixing and matching camo. Whatever works for his area, he uses it. So he's using desert or
DCU.
What is it?
DCU,
right?
Desert Combat Uniform.
Yeah, but he's also just got flat pants and then the Marpat hat because.
Oh, you got a Marpat. Oh, look
right?
how salty that is.
Yeah,
look
so
how
salty.
Look how salty.
He's got the Globe and Anchor, the U.S. Marine Globe and Anchor on there. Yeah, it's he's great, and he's using a chest rig kit there, but now he's rocking a lot more beltline kits. But I mean, this picture was one of the more recent ones, and it looks
I gotta say
outstanding.
The Tricolor Desert, it's a serious contender for what bottoms on my bring.
Yeah.
For you like your chalkies, I like the tries.
I think I often conflate Chalky Chip and DCU.
Oh yeah.
So I think maybe I'm thinking more on the lines of DCU.
Because the Chalky Chip is just I think it's called six color desert or 6-color desert.
Okay.
And this is 3-color. I think the only difference in the pattern itself is the absence of the chocolate chips.
Okay.
That gives you a few different colors.
Like the gray with the little white
specks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The chocolate chips add a couple different colors to the uniform. If I'm remembering it correctly, it's been a few months since I last did my research on it, but I really like the tricolor.
Yeah, it's a good. And I wanted to call your attention to his eye pro. He is rocking Pit Vipers for eye pro.
My man, that's a choice, and you made it.
Yeah,
I love
it. So good, man.
Is that raid modded? I think yes. It is. Excellent job on that. I don't know if you bought it like that or you did it yourself, but whoever did it, props.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice hiss.
Nice hiss. All right. Next one. You tell me if this is drip or drown, baby. Is it drip or drown?
Oh my God. We're floating straight to the bottom of the ocean right now.
Are we?
Oh my God, dude. Are you kidding me? I was a little chunky boy back then.
No.
Look at that. Oh God. Look at that. Just zoom in on the suppressor for me, will you? Let's just zoom in. U.S. government. What caliber is this rated for?
It's 45.
45, baby. And we are firing out of a 223.
Yeah. Well, it's a 6mm in point of fact.
Yeah. But yeah,
it's a little cringe. But look at you, just rocking the open shirt, man.
Of course.
Dude.
I like the combat shirt. Honestly, that's probably the last time I've worn it. Look at, I spray painted my what's it called? My chest rig.
Yep.
Ranger pull tabs on those mags. There's a reason why everyone says they're the best.
No gloves, no ear pro, no helmet, a North Face hat. The same one you're wearing right now.
Look how sweaty it is.
I
earned that sweat from that game.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Look at the watch.
the watch facing inside. I mean, you know what? This is not like a drown. Like this is like I don't know, 6 out of 10.
You're being too kind. I'm thinking more of a 4. There's not much going on. Compare that to what I'm rocking now, dude.
But just the confidence, right? The drip confidence of
This is
I
true.
don't need gloves, I don't need face pro, I don't need ear pro. I'm gonna have my chest open. Go ahead, shoot me right in the sternum.
This is true.
Break my clavicle. I don't like. I mean, like this is. The sheer amount of it is
I'm trying to see how I got my chest rig set up there.
Plus, you got the mustache coming off the side, bro. Like you're ready to go. Like I don't know, defend an oil field somewhere. I don't know.
Pro for the ground for oil.
Yeah.
I got my radio there. Definitely not turned on.
Yeah. With that shitty old chest rig.
Yeah. That's passed through many hands now.
Yeah.
Man, that's a funny picture.
Yeah. All right. What about this one? Is this drip or drown?
Well, if we're going purely off weight, we're floating straight to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
No chance of. God damn.
What a kit. What a kit. First Canadian para.
Let me just look at it for a minute here. This is something else, man. This is wild.
Yeah. So Jon, we took these pictures of you. Geez.
2019.
2019, yeah, like many, many years ago. And
I was about to say he's not wearing iPro.
Yes, he's not wearing iPro. That's because you're not wearing iPro because
like,
we were doing a photo shoot. So this is one of the replica denizens that you have.
Yeah, this denizen was handmade in the UK by a dude named Steve Kittle. Pegasus Militarius, his website name.
Yeah.
It's based off a Waring's pattern of smock. It has painted Nui snap fasteners. I'm just like, what do I have going on? Like, look at my anti-gas cape. Like, what is that doing? Where is that going? It's falling off. The Sten bandolier, I think, is completely underrated. I think if you are firing something that shoots at 9mm, you need to go on Soldier of Fortune and buy yourself one of those because they are hands down the coolest. Used in Star Wars, used in Rogue One. Mark Hamill's son is seen wearing one.
Okay.
They are so sick. It holds 7 32-round Sten magazines or MP40 magazines. What do we got? That's a reproduction first shell dressing.
Yeah.
Man, what was I thinking with that water bottle? What was I thinking?
Came off the plane, I guess.
Nah, my thinking was, I better have my water handy because when pattern 37 is set up properly, the water bottle is impossible to get to because it's realistically supposed to go under the left utility pouch. Then it goes down past into the entrenching tool. So the what's it called? The shoulder straps go into the utility pouch. They feed out to the bottom. You hook your canteen in over the shoulder, and then you do it that way. But
you can't access it, or it's hard to access
it's
right?
incredibly difficult to access, especially in that sleeve holster, because it's just so tight. It's so crammed. Man, you can see my anti-gas kit on my right side, just beyond the webbing. You see my maroon beret. Stuffed into my pocket.
Yeah.
You're missing a first field dressing in the right thigh pocket right there.
Yeah.
But man, look how good that denizen is.
Oh man, I think so. To the uninitiated, this looks serious as hell, right? And like to me, I'm like, look at that scrim. Like this
the scrim, yeah.
Super.
That's
super
actually
drip.
That pod is actually might be probably going to go to Iron Horse. Let's be real here.
Right.
Let's be real. I love. If you wanted to zoom in on the. You've opened up the wormhole now.
Let's go.
Go all the way. Go down. If you look at the what's it called? The waist fastener.
Yep.
That is a Waring's design. So every other model of denizen has a rounded top, and this one has a triangle. So that's the attention to detail in which we're talking here. This is like incredibly specific. It's not perfect. I think the fabric's too heavy, but God dang.
From a looks perspective,
Looks amazing. It looks the part. Looks looks amazing, and your camera fill is crazy good.
Well, listen. So listen, 2 more, okay?
Yeah.
Drip or drown.
Is that Christian Bale?
Is this Christian Bale?
Billy Willy. Say what you want. I love that chest rig.
Okay.
I love it. You got magazines. You got magazines on magazines on magazines on more magazines, followed by another magazine.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Is that French?
What? No.
Is that a French hat?
No, it's a bandana. Yeah. Yeah. It's a bandana.
That was a choice.
It was a choice. And you can't really see it because the picture is really dark, which also was a choice. This is a I guess they're called a commando sweater. I guess they're like those wool sweaters with the shoulder pads and the elbow pads or whatever. Yeah. And then
so comfortable.
Now, let me draw your attention at least to one part, which I think is pretty drippy. Do you see what those are? Right here on left-hand side, gripping that pistol grip.
Are those? Oh, M1951 cold weather gloves.
No, they're the Nomex flight gloves.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, Nomex flight gloves.
I think
full leather palm. Yep, full leather palm. Yeah,
inspired,
it's so cool.
Inspired by that.
I have a Sharpie in my kit that I never used.
Spray paint it. You need to spray paint that.
God, it was so bad.
Go back in time. Also, sideburns. Hello.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was so bad, dude.
Honestly, dude.
And like, it's so low. Like those mag pouches might as well be on a belt, right? Like,
so?
Oh my God, I'm drowning in the bottom of the ocean.
No, not even. You still have that? You still have that rig?
Yep.
Stay tuned, boys.
Don't even think about it. And that suppressor that you were using before,
is that the same?
That's
one?
the exact same one. It's making an appearance. It's coming back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, it's all full circle.
Yeah.
Walk me through the placement of that foregrip.
Oh my God. I never even thought about it, right? I'm like, I don't want to hold my mag well.
That's where it is.
That's
the thinking.
Forget it.
That's the thinking.
No, horrible.
It's all about body mechanics when you have your...
horrible. So yeah, this is a complete drown. So the very last one.
I wouldn't say that at all.
Oh my God. This one.
That's a drown. That's a drown. The other one was sicker. I think the other one was cooler.
Really?
Yeah.
You think this is a drown?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, let's walk me through it. Why am I drowning here?
Well, look at it.
Okay, so the red Shima was not a choice. We had to wear those for that event, for that team. So yeah, like, I mean, I'm on the radio. I'm talking to people. Like, how cool do I look right here?
I love that radio. I love that radio. Is that the same chest rig?
That's the same chest rig. Yeah, it's the.
Okay,
it's
the more I'm learning about it now, the more I'm liking it. This is actually pretty sick.
So this is when Pat and I were big in Generation Kill. We're gonna use a Cyraz. So it's a Cyraz, an Eagle Cyraz, I think. I had the mag pouches on the bottom there, no tops on them, just the flaps tucked right in.
Mm-hmm.
I had 1 million mags, as you can see. I had like 6 there and then more on the side.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my backpack, which is those straps there because I was carrying extra stuff.
Sure.
And I got that radio.
Who are you on the horn with?
Probably like Miles or Jason.
Chesty Puller.
Yeah, that's right. I'm called Flannel Daddy, being like, I need support.
I actually, now that I'm looking at it, the kit is salty.
Yeah.
You just needed some grime on your face. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that bucket. That bucket I do love the dryer bag camouflage.
Yeah.
I really do like that. I think that's sick. And I love the way you have it rigged with that MVG mount.
Yeah, I thought it was so sick. I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen when I got it. And...
I still think about that helmet.
Yeah, I still have it.
I thought about it last night, actually. I was going through my my house and I was like, man. I saw my dad's biking helmet and I was like, I wonder if Phil still has his.
Yeah.
I really... Actually, this is not a drown. This is not a flop. This is actually...
It's... This particular game was one of the Airsoft games where I felt like the coolest. Just because it's like there's so many people around. And I'm on the radio talking to people, like all this kind of stuff.
I'm seeing the scar.
Yeah.
Like, dude, are you kidding me?
Oh man, no, it was.
And it's painted.
And it was cold that day, so like I'm wearing way more layers than I would normally. Like I have this black outer jacket and I have a hat underneath.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
That's why the helmet is.
That's why I was looking
kind of weird.
Yeah.
and I've got gloves inside my gloves and stuff like that. So it was really like a cold.
Actually,
cold
the
day.
more I look at this is awesome. This is you. Bring it back. Bring it back.
I'll show you some pictures
Dude,
offline.
wear this on Saturday.
Wear that on Saturday.
That
Yes.
would be awesome, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be awesome. And I'll wear the same woodland with the bit of skin showing.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's it for Drip or Drown.
I love it. I think that's
it's
a great series.
Yeah, I think I'd love to see some more. I'd love to see some more camos. I'd love to see because many people sent me multiple pictures.
Oh, yeah.
So there's nothing for us to do it again. Like pick
Mhm.
up some different stuff, send them in, see what people want to share if they want to get roasted. We didn't do too much roasting. I think
Nope.
a lot of the stuff that we got was pretty cool looking, and like nobody's going out there like really like going ham trying to make kits that aren't gonna work. Like people want to play in these kits.
Exactly.
So yeah, there's opportunities to do better and stuff. But yeah, I'd love to do it again. I think. So if you're watching this and you want to submit some stuff, man, find us on the Discord.
Yeah, dude. You gotta get some of the backside pictures.
Yeah.
That's especially if you have webbing or any load bearing equipment or anything like that. Show off your booty.
Yeah, I think next time we'll do probably like try and get a couple different angles if we can.
Yeah.
And look through. I know some people did. I wanted to make sure that from a time perspective, we had a chance to get through everybody.
Yeah.
But next time maybe we'll curate that a bit more and pick a couple more from different people from different poses. So yeah, guys, let us know if you enjoyed this particular style of video, and it's something we'll do again in the future.
I think this is awesome. This is the bee's knees.
Cool.
I'm glad you boys were here.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. If you have any questions, I mean, we can take a couple minutes after we clue up the episode, and I'm just gonna go back through the chat and see if there's anything in there that we might have missed.
Most definitely.
So let's see here. So people are talking about like
how do you feel about Chocolate Chip?
Yeah, I would love the
love
chocolate
it.
chip. Chocolate chip is amazing. M40, M90K for 10. Yeah, we're talking about Swedish M90. That's not on the list. Flub's helmet that we were wondering about. I thought it was Lithuanian. Apparently, it's a UN blue bucket. So that's the thing.
That is some serious skis.
Yeah. Talked about the knife. Oh, Frosty's talking about the knife placement on his kit. Remember the horizontal one? That was good. Yeah. Yeah. He spent all his money on his glasses. That was
Full speed, baby.
Yeah, that was a Hoover's kit. UK Boonie. Yeah, apparently there's a panel you can attach to chest rig which allows the admin utility devices. I don't know if you could necessarily do that with a chest rig or a Chicom, but certainly other types of chest rigs maybe.
Interesting.
I mean, yeah, something to look into.
I'm trying to think, would that be like an H harness type?
That could be. Painted in mud and blood, yeah.
M60. We're talking about the M60.
Yeah, M60. Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. Oh, the UN bucket was a joke. Frosty, don't do us dirty like that. How dare you?
Okay, well, you got my full opinion on it. It's some serious D's.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, there's nothing else in there, so we'll call it for now. Thank you so much for checking us out. And if you're not on the Discord already, I mean, by this point, if you're, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, this is it.
Get on it, boys.
All right. Thanks so much for checking us out, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Amigos.